from Ibiza. So I am currently in my hotel room. I took the lateral flow test that you need to take before travel home, and it came up positive. Sorry, the state of me, I've just had a really big cry, but I thought I would document it because this may happen to other people. I don't really know what I'm going to say about it other than I'm in complete shock. I don't feel unwell. I had my temperature taken last night. It was 36.4. No one that I've been around has tested positive. Everyone else has tested negative. Don't know where I could have picked it up from. I'm double vaccinated. Yeah, and I have no symptoms. I don't feel unwell at all. Yeah, I just thought I'd document the journey really, because apparently I'm gonna have much else to do for the next however long it takes. Initially the insurance company said, because I rang the insurance company back home just to find out like what I need to do and like what I'm covered for and so on, and they think that I have to isolate for 10 days in the hotel, which isn't ideal. No other way of putting it. Romeo goes back to school next week. The kids actually flew home yesterday because I mean the irony. I said I just wanted a couple of days to myself, just to kind of bring myself to some stillness and just to have some time to meditate alone and just to kind of get up and watch the sunrise, which I did this morning. Yeah, it looks like I might have 10 days alone, but I will keep you posted throughout the whole journey. But yeah, Romeo goes back to school next week, which obviously I really want to be there for. I've got so much going on back home that 2 days was going to be plenty for me to just sit and chill and recoup and regenerate and reset and everything. But apparently no. The hotel staff have just brought me a lovely fruit platter, which I am about to eat. I haven't lost my appetite, I haven't lost my sense of taste or smell. I had that moment of sheer panic, you know, and it just washes over you, and I was like, no. I don't really know what the rules are. I don't know if I've got to stay in the room, whether I can like take a walk down to the beach or anything. But yeah, just wanted a couple of really nice, still, quiet, meditative days, and now I'm stuck. So I'm about an hour in, maybe a little bit longer. I'll keep you posted. I just thought I'd come on and show out. Ooh, just a wave of emotion came over me. I always said I was going to be really. I always said I was going to be really real on here and show the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I've just been really overwhelmed with emotion. Like, I can cope with being isolated for 10 days. I just miss my kids already. Romeo goes back to school next week, and like all the little things I was going to do with him, like we had a day out the day before planned up to London. He was going to do this boat trip, a Horrible Histories boat trip that he really wanted to do, like as a treat the day before he goes back to school. I haven't got his school shoes. Like, he's got his big sister there, and I know that she's going to look after him, they're going to look after each other, but I don't know anything yet. Like, I've got to have a proper PCR test. I'm getting loads of different information, like from my insurance company, from the hotel, from the Gov website, and like it all saying different things. The insurance company reckons I'm gonna have to be here for 10 days. Then the government website says that I might have to be moved to a quarantine hotel. I think it's like the unknown as well, like it's not knowing. I don't know anything at the moment really, and that's almost worse. And I'm one of these people that always says to people, don't worry about things until it happens, because then you're worrying twice if it does happen. And I don't know what I'm worrying about yet, because I don't know anything at all. It's a beautiful view. I've got lots of things that I can work on. If I've got to stay here for 10 days, I've got to stay here for 10 days. And I know that I'll get through it. I just want to get back to my babies. I just want to be there for them. Come back for another update soon. So I have a feeling that the next little while, most of my blog posts are going to be with me feeling pretty emotional. So I just had the call from the clinic. I had to do a PCR test after my positive lateral flow test, antigen test, and yeah, it's just come back to say that it's COVID positive. Yeah, I'm just getting emotional because just the unknown. I don't know when I'm going to see my kids again. Like, I don't know, there's worse things happening in the world right now. Far worse things. I've just had someone really put it into perspective for me. So now I'm feeling really guilty for feeling this. So I'm feeling really guilty for like being so emotional about this. There is much worse things going on in the world. And feeling well enough. The kids are home, they're safe, like I can get food whenever I want. I'm in a beautiful room, I've got a beautiful view. God, this is really hard. They've said they want to move me to a quarantine hotel. As you can imagine, I don't know if any of you have been in quarantine hotels, but I've heard horrendous things about quarantine hotels, even in the UK, so God knows what they're going to be like on the island of Ibiza. I am not very good, like most people. I'm not playing this worse than anyone else, but I do suffer with some anxiety, and the thought of being trapped into a room by myself for goodness knows how long is pretty terrifying at the moment. Like, I've got the doors all open at the moment in here because I just need the outside air, and the thought of not having that really terrifies me. Battery is blinking on this now. I'm going to try and work out a way of charging the battery without the actual battery charger, and I will come back to you hopefully when I'm not looking like this. Hey, so I didn't record any further yesterday, just kind of took some time to myself. Still feel absolutely fine in myself. I don't feel absolutely fine, obviously. I've had a bit of a pity party, obviously just really sad to be away from my kids, but like I said in yesterday's video, there are far worse things happening in the world, and I'm just going to really use this time to reflect a lot, to regenerate, to learn, to read. I'm going to get work done because I can do that. I've got my laptop, I've got my phone, they've got great Wi-Fi here in the hotel, and just like reconnect with myself actually. Feeling a little bit more positive today. Still really unknown what's going to happen. I'm going to do another PCR test in another couple of days, and hopefully that comes back clear, and if it does I will try to get home. There is a bit of confusion because like some people are saying, well, you've got to do the 10 days and that's that, regardless of whether you're clear of COVID. The only symptom I have got at all is I've now lost my sense of smell, which is really weird. You know, they talk about that, the sense of taste and the sense of smell. I can still taste stuff, but because so much of what you taste actually has to do with what you smell, like your sense of smell, I'm not tasting as much. So I don't know whether I have lost my sense of taste or whether it's just because it's so closely connected with the sense of smell. I know that it's something that a lot of people have spoken about with COVID. Other than that, I feel absolutely fine. I did have a bit of a headache a few days ago, so I'm guessing that was the start of it. I just don't know, you know, who knows. If I hadn't have taken the test in order to fly home, I never would have known. I probably never would have guessed. Well, I probably would have. Now I can't smell anything. I can smell. I have to get really up close to things to be able to smell, but I can still smell. It seems to be worse in the morning. Like this morning I woke up and was like, and it's not something you tend to notice because you don't go around realizing that you're smelling or you're not smelling. Don't know where this video is going right now. Yeah, like throughout the day I've been able to smell things. So I have got lots of reading, got lots of things to be getting on with. Yeah, I'm gonna keep you posted. Like I said, today's mentally and emotionally a slightly better day than it was yesterday. It is what it is, you know. They say that everything happens for a reason. I've done a lot of work mentally, emotionally and spiritually on myself in the last few years, and I'm really digging deep to take all of that I've learned, everything that I've known to be true about the world, about myself, about sort of self-healing, and I'm taking all that and using it. You know, it's really coming into its own, and hopefully that's what's going to get me through the next week or so. I'm going to go and sit on my balcony, do some reading, and I will keep you posted. Thank you so much for coming along this journey with me. It's an emotional one, that's for sure. Hey, so I wasn't planning on every single one of these videos being emotional, but I've just had a bit of a breakdown. I had a phone call this morning from the hotel reception, and they said that the health department, or whoever it is, had been in touch with them to say that they're going to call later on today to arrange for me to be moved. Kind of got into a good little bit of a routine. My mindset was shifting. I was, you know, coming to terms with what was going on. I was in this room, you know, I was getting on with some work. Yesterday I just some meditation, I did yoga, I read some books. Actually didn't watch anything on TV until I went into bed last night. So yeah, I was kind of really coming to terms with it. And then they said that they, you know, were going to move me this morning, and it really affected me. I think it was just the unknown. It was, you know, I'm in this hotel room that I've got used to. I've got everything where I've set it out. The people here have been really kind to me. I've got used to my surroundings, and it was the complete unknown. It was the fact that they were literally going to come and take me away like a criminal and move me somewhere where I didn't know. And it really hit me. The reception just called me to say that the sanitation department, whatever, the government department had called them, and that they were giving me the choice, and they already knew downstairs that I didn't want to move, that I wanted to stay here. So they thankfully spoke on my behalf and have just been really kind about everything. So weirdly, I think it was a sense of relief. I just completely burst into tears on the phone to the lady. I totally broke down. I think it was a sense of relief. I'm going to be here for the foreseeable future. I still feel absolutely fine. I think other than the roller coaster of emotions that are going on, my sense of smell is like coming and going. I sound really bunged up at the moment. That's again just because I've been crying, and it's ridiculous. What a roller coaster. They're sending me up a yoga mat because I was doing some yoga yesterday. Really not comfortable doing it on a balcony with no yoga mat. And I will be back to let you know how I'm going on. Hi. I'm just doing yoga on my balcony. How are you? Wow. Wow. So I just sat here thinking about why I've struggled so much with this quarantine so far. Like, I know so many people that had to do hotel quarantines for like traveling to other countries, traveling home and that sort of thing. And I think the thing is that it was such a shock, and it was so unexpected, and it was this real like case of the complete unknown. It wasn't like I was traveling somewhere knowing that I was going into a 10 or 14 day hotel quarantine. It really was a case of like, this was just thrust upon me suddenly in complete shock. The idea of being completely alone for however long I'm going to be alone for, without having pre-prepared myself mentally, just with the things that I need to surround myself with. And I think that's been one of the hardest things. Obviously the hardest things is missing the children, struggling with that, struggling with the lack of human contact. I'm a hugger. I'm a serious hugger. I don't think I've been a day in my life without hugging someone. So this is really tough. It's been a bit of a struggle to kind of get myself into a routine, just knowing what to do with my day and where to kind of focus my energies and not take too much time to just sit with my thoughts. I think it's really important to do that, and I think it's really important to reset, and I'm taking this time to really like dig deep and refocus myself. Doing that is great, but I also don't want too much time just alone in my head in a situation like this, when this could go on for days and days and days. It's probably not the best thing. So yeah, I just, you know, like I said, sat here thinking, why have I found this so hard? Like, why am I struggling so hard when I know so many people have actually had to do this, you know, just to get to another country? And I really think it was just the sudden shock of it, fear of the unknown, the fact that I wasn't able to prepare. But there are, you know, so many things that I've got to be grateful for. There are so many blessings. I mean, my view is absolutely stunning. I'll spin you around in a second so you can see. The room is lovely. The staff here have been absolutely amazing to me. I'm getting my laundry done. They're bringing me food. I've got Wi-Fi. I've got electricity. I'm safe. So yeah, there's lots of things. Thank God for technology. You know, I can FaceTime the children as many times in a day as I want. I think they're getting sick of me already. It's still been tough though. So here's my view. So vlog COVID update. I don't even know what day it is now. I don't think I vlogged yesterday. Might not have vlogged the day before. I don't know. Days have just all merged into one. I have just had another antigen test, a lateral flow test, and it has come back negative. I don't yet know what that means for whether I can leave or not. I'm just waiting to hear from my insurance company. Government guidelines are that I need to still do 10 days self-isolation from day one, which would mean that I could go home in another 4 or 5 days. Obviously I'm not particularly happy about that, but worst case scenario, if that is what I have to do, at least I'm allowed out. I can go to the beach, I can go to the pool, I can, you know, just go about my daily life, which is nice. Better than being stuck in 4 walls and seeing no one. That has definitely been the hardest part for me, is the 0 human interaction. Anyone that knows me knows I'm a hugger. If I don't hug you, take it personally, because like, I'm a proper hugger. That's really been the hardest thing. Like, obviously behind missing the kids, that's been even harder, but it's the 0 human interaction. So at least I can go out, I'm still going to be careful, you know, I'm still going to wear a mask, I'm still going to try and stay away from people, because you just don't know, you know, even the test has come back negative, I wouldn't want to risk passing this on to somebody else. It's been pretty smooth sailing as far as COVID has gone for me. I've not felt particularly ill. I felt tired, but I really do put that down to kind of emotional stress and emotional exhaustion rather than actually being ill. I lost my sense of smell for a few days. That's definitely come back. I'm gonna try so hard to get home, even if I have to kind of book a flight and just hedge my bets and get to the airport and pray and hope that they don't stop me and then send me off to a quarantine hotel, because that would be pretty awful. But we'll see. So I will keep you posted. Thank you again for sticking with me through this. It's been a journey. I'll catch up with you later.